All right. Did the new Tax Cut and Jobs Act help big business more than small businesses? Heck yeah. I mean, that was the whole point of it, is that it said, hey, we're going to cut corporate taxes from the high of 39% down to 21%. They knocked it almost in half. That would be like if we took the highest tax bracket from 37 and dropped it down to 22. Yeah, it's going to be a huge benefit. What they did is they gave small businesses something called a 199A deduction, which is the 20% haircut on flow-through businesses. So they said if you're a corporation, you get almost a 50% tax cut. As an individual, we'll give you a 20%. So you tell me which one's better.
Now, the one I like to talk about, and it is the small corporation that has taxable income between $0 and $50,000 a year. They're actually paying more tax under the new tax code. Because prior to the new tax code, if $50,000 or less of corporate income was taxed at 15%, and now everything's taxed at 21%.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Somebody's asking, what's the difference between big and small business?
If you're IRS or say a big four CPA firm, a large business is probably $100 to $500 million is their bottom side of that. I think when I was in large business and at IRS, we consider large businesses over $100 million in revenue.
Mm-hmm. I would just say it's any big business that has multiple owners.
Mm-hmm.
Any small business is really just you, maybe a small group.
Yeah, because the corporate tax rate, highest tax rate, really kicked in at a low level. Right around $100,000, you were already paying 35%. So, in that aspect, I think there's other things been done that have affected the large companies that don't affect small companies.
Mm. Well, long time, we'll actually see the big impacts. Like what we'll be able to see once we have the IRS data book,
mm-hmm.
which should come out. Oh shoot, it'll be a year and a half from now, won't it? Last year's will be coming out in October. Yeah, but it's going to take us a while to really see the impact, guys. Like I already have my hunch because I've been asking I've done a bunch of polls in different groups and asked, where do your income go up and where do you go down? What we'll see is how much revenue they're generating and from whom. And my guess is audit rates on businesses have been going down.
Right.
Well, frankly, they've gone down on individuals too a little bit. I think we're at a total audit rate of about 0.7, which is less than 1%. But we've seen the corporate audit rates drop and the amount of revenue generated continue to go down. The vast majority comes from individuals. And I have a feeling that that's going to be exacerbated under this Tax Cut and Jobs Act.
And the information that IRS has provided on refunds is they do say refunds have gone down about 2%.
Yeah.
The data they don't keep is taxes owed.
We will see that in the data.
We'll see that in a year and a half, but
yep.
We don't know what that is right now.
Nope. So it's always frustrating. You have this big delay. So we have a delay on the returns almost a year because we'll be filing our final, our individual returns in October.
6 months, yeah.
Yep. They'll be giving us the data from 2017, is it? In sometime in the fall. And
right.
So it's like the 2017 data book or 2018 data book was for 2016. So yeah, we're really not going to have a good idea on this one for another year and a half. But again, everybody kind of knows just by looking at the tea leaves. I think that if you're in a blue state, you got hammered. I think that especially for high income earners, that's going to force people to do something. If you're a big company with a C corp, you got a big kiss.
Mm-hmm.
From the government.